Good morning, students. I am Babita Dhiman, science teacher of Mount Olivet School. Today I am going to represent chapter 2 of class 8. Name of the chapter is Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. What are microorganisms? These are the tiny organisms that cannot be seen with naked eyes. Their major groups are bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa and viruses. Now I will explain it one by one. First is bacteria. These are simplest of the organisms. They are found almost everywhere. They can be aerobic or anaerobic. Aerobic means which need oxygen, or anaerobic which can live without oxygen. They can be autotrophs or saprophytes. They reproduce by binary fission. Next are fungi. Fungi are non-green multicellular organisms. They can be unicellular or multicellular. They are either saprophytes or parasites. Their best example is mushroom. Next are algae. They are the simple unicellular or multicellular green plant-like structure found in water. They can prepare their own food because they have chlorophyll. Next are protozoa. They are the most primitive single-celled microscopic animals. They can live singly or form colonies, means they can live together also. They capture food. Some are parasites and cause diseases in plants and animals. Next are viruses. They are the connecting link between living and non-living because they behave as living inside the living cells and non-living outside the cells. They have DNA or RNA molecule enclosed by a protein coat. They produce harmful effects. Now some microorganisms are beneficial for us. What are their benefits? First, in food industry, they are used for making curd, pickles, cheese, wine and vinegar. They can be used as a source of food for fish, cattle and human etc. They can be used for preparation of antibiotics, vaccines etc. Antibiotics are used as medicines. They can be used for recycling of matter and increasing soil fertility. All microorganisms are not beneficial for us. Some are very harmful. What are their harms? They cause diseases in domestic animals as foot and mouth disease. It is a disease of cattle. They cause diseases in crop, fruits and vegetables as blight of rice. It is a disease of rice. They cause communicable diseases in humans as COVID-19. It is a disease caused by virus. When we grow surplus food, then we must find some methods to preserve it. What are the methods of food preservation? Drying and dehydration, salting, by using sugar, by pickling. Pickling means to make pickles. By pasteurization. It is the process by which we preserve our milk items or milk. By deep freezing, by heating and canning, and by vacuum packaging. Our last topic is nitrogen cycle. The cyclic movement of nitrogen element between living and non-living components of the earth is called nitrogen cycle. Its main steps are nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is to fix atmospheric nitrogen in soil because plants cannot use nitrogen directly from atmosphere. Next is nitrogen assimilation. It is absorption and utilization of nitrogen by plants. Then ammonification. It is the process of decomposition of nitrogenous compounds into ammonia by microorganisms. Then nitrification. It is the process of conversion of nitrogenous components by bacteria. Last is denitrification. It is the process of conversion of ammonia into nitrogen that will go directly into atmosphere. This is all from chapter number 2. Thank you. Have a nice day.